That's it. That's it. Pencils down. We're not fucking around. Another one. Ooh.
Wait, that is a sock. Hold on.
Oh. Oh, that's authority. That's authority.
Yeah, one of those
That's
works.
It's like the beginning of that 9 Inch Nails album. There's a downward spiral with a boom, boom. That's what that sounded like. I am the bullet in the gun, and I can try to take you where you want to go. What's up, everybody? Here we are, Ramble 262.
262.
Or if you were listening.
That's a palindrome, right?
It is. Palindrome Ramble. And if you're listening to, if you were listening to like an automated system, it would be 2 dicks 2. Would be this
2 dicks
Ramble.
2?
Yeah, usually those computer voices say dicks.
Oh, they can't say
6
six.
dicks. Dicks.
2 dicks.
7,
2.
4, dicks, 3, and
2
it's
dicks,
never
2.
not funny.
2 dicks 2.
Always funny. Here we are. I'm Jerry. That's Eddie. There's Cody.
There's Cody.
There's Cody right there. This is Ramble 260. Now, this, again, as you all know by now, this is a bit of an odd one because this is hitting you on December 9th.
Right.
But we're recording this sumbitch way before that.
Well, actually.
Way before
Actually, this Ramble's the closest to the
This
normal
is the
Ramble we're going to
closest
have
to
because we're
normal
recording this
Ramble.
on Sunday as we always do
That's
for a
good
Wednesday
point.
release.
Oh, my God, you're right.
All the other Rambles
All
are
fucked.
going to be fucked.
All fucked.
But this one's the closest to a normal Ramble you're going to
Yes.
have until January.
Because we're doing all these today.
Right.
Except for our Christmas. We're not gonna just going to leave it as is.
There will be a Christmas
There will be a Christmas
Ramble.
Ramble. And you're just going to have to tune in on that the Wednesday before Christmas. And
Get all the children. Get your grandparents
yes,
around.
definitely children
Bring
and family.
all ages.
Huddle them together
Huddle
for
them
our
together.
Christmas Ramble, which it's going to happen.
Play it in a public situation.
I would think. If you're waiting in line to go do something. I don't know why you would be, but
No,
if
not now.
if you happen to be.
I'm just saying.
So Cody, is this going to be a Lonesome Cody Christmas?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can go fuck with the family.
Oh, yeah. It will be solo. Maybe for the first time ever.
Wow.
Wow,
yeah.
lonely Christmas. Wow. I've never spent a Christmas alone.
I have plenty. Yeah, it's 4 and 20. Get the Christmas. Fucking Dupars. I would go get Christmas or Jerry's Deli. My first, couple of years out here.
Yeah.
A lot of time. Yeah.
Alone?
Just call the family, and then it wasn't half bad. Get an excuse to just have those big ass Dupars pancakes. Woo! That's good shit, man.
I've never spent one alone.
Yeah, man.
Never done it.
I've actually been on the road for a few Christmases.
Really?
Yeah, where you work the day Christmas Eve,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the 2 nights after. Yeah, so I've been fairly.
I've done some New Year's Eves, on the road and whatnot.
Yeah, sure.
And I've had family members, like I had my wife or whatever with me.
Yeah.
But I've never
Christmas.
just been alone on Christmas.
Man, it's weird because I go my girlfriend's family. I just am used to being alone, so I'll just be jerking off and stuff. You know what I mean? I
Right,
just do
just
things
in
that
the
I do
in the
when I'm
living
alone.
room watching
living
the
room,
game.
just whacking it.
And you realize, oh fuck, I'm at my
during like a
girlfriend's place.
moisturizing lotion commercial,
Right.
or like the conditioner commercial
Oh,
with the chicks in the shower.
any shower type commercial.
I'm jerking off.
You get hard.
Yes, and it's just I'm used to
The
it.
ones that used to get me were the Lever 2000
Oh,
ones. Where
2000
when it was,
Flushes
it
Blue?
was,
Oh,
no, it was the
no,
Lever
no, the
2000
soap.
And
That's
it was
right.
just the husband and the wife, and it was
Yeah.
just close-up shots of their body
Yeah.
in the shower, and they were talking about how they were using the soap.
ready to fuck that
I'd,
chick.
I'd have to jerk off.
Oh,
right
yeah,
after that.
absolutely.
I could not contain myself.
Cody, what commercial got you the most excited that you remember?
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? You're too young for that.
Too young for that, yeah.
Too young for Where's the beef.
Oh, God. I don't know.
I fall
Man.
and I can't get up.
Oh, the clapper.
That's a good one.
Clap on, clap off the clapper. Those
Any tampon commercial where there's like a spring and the leak in the boat?
We were in film school, right? And this is my last year in film school, and everybody had to have their thesis films up or whatever.
Right.
And this guy, it's just like no one liked any of the stuff he did. Like
Sure.
people just fucking hated his movies. Everything he put up for 3 years of film school, people were like, what the fuck is this?
What
dude?
is this shit?
So he decides, I guess he wants to just burn it all down at the
Oh,
end.
no.
So what
Oh,
he
no.
does, he
Oh,
makes
no.
a film where it's a husband and wife, they're having a contentious marriage or whatever. And it's just like, you don't know where this is going.
Yeah.
And like, it's like a Christmas time, they're in presents. One of the presents is the clapper, right? Or whatever. So they're doing the present. You forget about the clapper, right?
Right.
It's plugged in or whatever. It's working. And so they're arguing or whatever. And by the end of the thing, he goes off and he goes to hit her, and then they cut to the outside of the house, and you hear a smack, and the lights turn off. And then you hear another smack, and the lights turn and then the lights keep going on and
Oh,
off
fuck.
to the smacks as the husband is beating the wife.
What a fuck you to the film class.
And
I mean, wow.
And I'm just sitting there
Were you
going,
the only one laughing, or was everyone trying
I
not to
was
laugh?
trying not, because there was audible gasps throughout the auditorium of like, what the fuck? He's making a joke of
Wow.
domestic violence. And
Wow.
I'm sitting there just like trying, like equally horrified
Of course.
of what this is,
Of
but
course.
same time laughing because I'm like, oh my God,
This is really happening.
that's really fucking
It's really
happening.
happening. See, that's the thing. When people laugh at stuff like that, it's not being insensitive. It's more of a, I can't believe this is really fucking
Yeah, it's
happening
more of a
right now.
disbelief.
Yeah, like this is fucking real.
But the audible gasp from the first smack.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Was that the hardest you've ever, like, tried not to laugh?
I almost had like an aneurysm trying to hold
it in. Yeah.
because everyone else was just so horrified.
Man, that is, one time I totaled my best friend's car when we were driving. He let me drive. And
you totaled it?
I totaled it like right. It was actually, I got picked to be on a documentary for the Travel Channel called American Journeys, which is follow people who made a living, and they wanted to do one on a comedian. And I remember and this guy who ran an open mic in Dallas or a club in Dallas, he came by the bookstore I worked at. It was like, hey, you should try to submit for this. They just sent this blast out. And I was like, all right. So I just did like a 8-minute set that I had. And then I would call this number. I would go for the payphone at my job on my 15-minute break every week. And I would call the office of whoever's producing it. Like, yeah, you made the next round. Yeah, you made the next round. And I was like, shit. And then they were like, look, it's down in between you and one other person. And I'm like, fuck. And so I thought this might really happen. And so they said, we're thinking about maybe having a buddy go with you. I was like, yeah, my friend Ben, we've been, and so we filmed ourselves like doing skits around town. We sent that in and like, yeah, we want to use you. We're going to do it. And so they sent this Australian film crew to tape us. And the first day of the shoot, we're driving out of Dallas and I totaled my friend's fucking Jetta. And
what was the accident?
So this big truck didn't see us, and we're on the highway,
Right.
and he's trying to get in the lane. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I jerked the wheel, and I was used to my mom's big old Chevy Lumina, which you had to really turn that wheel.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck, so I crank it hard, and this Jetta was ultra sensitive, and we just go spinning.
Oh.
And we somehow did not get hit. We just smashed up against the wall
Right.
of the highway. It was rushed. Like it was a miracle that no other car smashed us. But then
The film crew's behind you recording all
yes,
that?
recording it all. And then
You were almost on Faces of Death.
almost that would have been. Imagine had we died, they would have kept that shit, right? They would have. And then so we're in the tow truck 20 minutes later, right? And the film crew, I didn't realize that. I'm so naive. I was in my early 20s. I had no idea, but never been any. The most ice in the veins are film crew people.
Yeah.
They're all Australian. Oh, it's all right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to rent a new car. It's fine. And then we're like, whoa, shit. So just give us about an hour. We're going to rent the car. We back on the road. And we're like, all right. They didn't give a fuck that this guy's car.
His fucking half of his life is destroyed. They don't give a fuck.
We're going to go. And then so.
We're gonna put him in the truck. We're gonna bury him in the car. We're gonna give it him. You're gonna find a new friend.
We have to do it in an hour. And then so we're being driven by the tow truck driver, and he's explaining to us out of the blue. He starts telling my friend Ben and I all the deaths he's seen from car crashes.
It's like Large Marge.
And we're just like, oh, God. And so we're just like, I literally at one point, he said, there, look, right here, word little baby. I saw a little baby just like someone took a packet of ketchup and smacked it up against the fucking winch. That's all was left of that little baby. And we're just like, what the fuck are we listening to right now? Like, I remember I had like the seatbelt rolled up and stuffed in my mouth like a sex toy so I wouldn't laugh. And I had to look away. I was just like this because I knew if I made eye contact with Ben, we're laughing. So I was like, fuck, I can't laugh at him saying a dead infant looked like someone slapped a packet
It's
of
like
ketchup.
that guy in the mall we asked the question about how his weekend was.
Exactly. Oh, fuck.
Gave us the 100-yard stare and just started talking. For like 20 minutes.
We should have done more with that. I wonder if we just left. If we just walked out mid-sentence. Yeah, he
had to go until the tape ran out.
Right. We just walked back 10 minutes later. And it's like a Teddy Ruxpin. He's just still talking. He's just still. Is he like the male? Is he like a human singing Bush from Three Amigos?
Yeah, pretty
is that
much.
What that guy was?
He's like, my buddy came over and he asked me if I wanted to help. I was like,
God, it
okay.
was brutal.
And
Cody,
then
you
we
didn't
went
hear
to
that,
pizzas
did
and
you?
We had some pizzas.
That story about we went to a nerd store at the mall, And this guy, I just asked him, like, hey, do you happen to have any Daredevil figures? And then he just went
He
off
goes on this 25-minute tirade.
about helping his friend move. And
I kind of feel like that's an experience you've had multiple times.
it kind of is. It kind of is.
And we were just both looking down at the counter
Yep.
side by side, and then just every few seconds just take half a step apart.
Yeah. I couldn't look at Eddie. If I looked at Eddie, I was going to start laughing. So I'm like, all right, okay. I'm just not going to. I'm just going to pretend this isn't happening.
Literally, after his conversation, after he's done talking, like 15 minutes later, we're literally both on the opposite ends of the counter. He's still
going
ahead
and still
talking.
staring ahead. Oh, God. It was. And your son, Colton, still a kid, didn't realize what was going on.
No.
Just into it. And we're just like, let's get out of here, buddy. He's looking at the Legos.
He's got this thing called manners that we lack.
Yes. Colton was doing all the heavy lifting.
He was like trying to be engaged.
Trying to go, wow, really? And and Eddie and I are just like, I hope this guy dies. Like, I was like, I hope
That's
a
the only
piano,
way out of this.
Yeah, like if a piano's got to hit him or someone's got to run in with a gun and shoot him and take the money.
Something's got to happen.
Like,
There's got to be a mall shooting to get out
yeah,
of it.
this is the only way out of this. And Colton was just being polite and just like, oh, really, man? It was, oh, God. Fucking a fucking nightmare is what that was. And look at us. 11 minutes and 25 seconds. Oh, shit. Is it time? The only song we're playing right now.
We did it.
The only song we get to hear right now. Isn't that amazing? This is it. Is our theme song, because we're not doing any, regrettably, we're doing no lists right now. So that's just life. That's what life does to us. And this fucking candy
Well, I guess
wheel,
technically we could have done them for this ramble.
we could have.
We just
who wants
we
to?
didn't want to.
We said fuck the Rambler.
We said, you said it. You said it. I didn't say
No,
it.
they can still isolate that.
They
split that
could.
out.
That's true. All right, sing along if you know it. Here come old flat top. He come grooving up slowly. He got choo-choo eyeball. He won holy roller. He got hair down to his knees. Got to be a joker. He just do what he please. He wear no shoe shine. He got toe jam football. He got monkey finger. He shoot Coca-Cola. He say, I know you. You know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. What hat would they wear? Oh, shit. Couldn't even stop it on time. Went right into the one hat. We were just so into that. Right now.
We were jamming hard.
Over me. Boom.
Now that's the Aerosmith version.
That
right?
is the Aerosmith. I don't hate the Aerosmith version. I don't love it. I don't like it really,
Yeah.
but I don't hate it. It's because it's hard to cover the Beatles. Most Beatles covers are embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
And that Aerosmith one manages to not. I mean, I don't think it's great, but it's Cody. Your thoughts? You sounded a little vitriolic. You were like, oh, like you were shitting on the Aerosmith.
You're like,
version.
oh, it's the Aerosmith.
That
one.
must be the Aerosmith version. Shitting on it.
It's okay. It's
Right,
not,
that's it.
It's not great, but
not-
it's okay.
Every now and again, and I think it's kind of interesting because the Beatles, though, were great at covering Motown, oddly enough. Their Motown covers, their Please Mr. Postman is fucking good.
Yeah.
Their Motown shit ain't half bad. But it's just, and Motown were one of the few artists that could do the Beatles justice, I think. But most Beatles covers are like, will you stop? Like, what are you doing? Just stop this.
That whole I Am Sam movie when they had.
Oh, the whole album was just nothing but Beatles covers. It was like, what is this? That was like you just can't pay him enough to do the fucking originals. It's a Sean Penn movie. Y'all got
Michelle
the money.
Pfeiffer too.
She was in that too.
I think she was in that, right?
I
That's Michelle
know.
Pfeiffer and Sean Penn, right?
Was that?
I think so.
Sean Penn was like the special needs guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He went full R.
Did he
as
really?
Robert Downey Jr. said in Tropic Thunder.
Man, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to
yes.
one of the Ramblers, Brian Hill.
Brian Hill, B Hill.
B Hill.
BH.
B Hills.
Bills.
Bills. Call him
Bills.
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 Hey,
Bills.
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 He's a he's a friend with Todd, UPS Todd.
There we go, baby.
Brown Santa Claus.
Yes, sir.
And so he asked if we get a shout out, so I want to give him a shout out.
Fucking A, man.
So here you go, Brian.
I love
Your
it.
Seahawks better beat the Giants this week or last week. I guess that game's over by now.
Probably over by now.
But you have to lose to Washington this coming week.
That's the
Colt-
mission.
That's the deal.
Colt McCoy starting for the Giants today.
Woo!
Okay, well, there goes there goes that. So you have a
it's
chance.
literally
The division is yours.
the whole division is going to lose until week 17.
I think you're right. I would agree
And
with
then
that.
that's when the division is decided, right?
Probably. You would think. It makes sense. It makes sense. I don't know.
So how can we talk about Mando
Oh God.
without ruining it for Cody?
First off, like we mentioned the last, have we talked about
'Cause-
this episode? We talked about it a little bit, right?
Well, we
Robert
haven't.
Rodriguez directed it.
We hinted a little
We
bit.
hinted.
Yeah, you talked
It
about it on
was
the radio.
so fucking good. The character that okay, when the dude showed up full on,
Yes.
imagine the pop had that been in a movie.
That's
theater.
what I was thinking when I was watching that episode. I was
Yeah.
like, this would have been.
Is that a good way to say it? We'll spoil it. When the dude showed up full on?
Yeah.
That's a good way to say it. When the dude shows up full on,
Yes.
that would have been.
That's Captain America catching Mjolnir.
Yes, that would have been the pop in a movie.
Because the way
theater.
they shot it, the way Robert
Yes.
Rodriguez shot it, and you got the reveal.
Yes.
You saw something come down.
Yes.
And then the stormtrooper flies to the side.
And then boom.
And you get the reveal.
The reveal.
And you're like, fuck.
That would have been.
That's the shot.
That's the pop of the. Oh, maybe of Star Wars.
Because I was wondering after that first episode, how are they bringing him back?
How is this
How are
dude
they
gonna
gonna
do
bring him
this?
back in?
And I didn't get. Let me tell you something. Never gave that much of a fuck about that character until now.
Honestly, I didn't. I know everyone loved Boba Fett when they were
Yep.
kids. I never got that much into it because there wasn't much done with him
No.
in the original trilogy.
No. And you just ruined it.
He had
but that's
a
okay.
Whatever.
Well, it's okay. You ruined my Christmas, but that's fine.
You knew he was coming back.
We already did mention to Cody that Boba Fett was in it at the end of the first episode of season 2.
Okay.
But yes, this is a
But
return
you
to form.
see him in
if
the first episode, and you're like,
Yeah.
he walks away.
and you're like, where are they going to go with
Mando
this?
has the armor, and you're like, where? And you're like, okay, is this a tease for another series? Is this a tease
Yeah.
for later on? Because the way the other 5 episodes or 6 episodes didn't
Nothing.
even reference or
Nope.
touch it
Doesn't come back to it at all.
at all.
And then this Robert Rodriguez one, I wonder if he said, look, I'll direct one, but I'm doing that one. Right? Like, I wonder if that was, or if
Or I
they
wonder if they reached out to him
yeah,
and go,
like,
hey,
look,
we need
can
someone.
you do this one?
We
And
need to retcon a character
Yeah.
severely.
You want in on this?
Yeah, we need to
Fuck.
make a queef of a character into a badass.
Into the badass that all the fans assumed he was.
Yes, because it was never shown in the movies
No.
that he was a badass.
Not really. You don't really see much. He just
No.
looked cool.
He looked awesome.
That was it.
And that was it.
He just looked awesome. And then in this one, it
But
was
he never
like,
did anything in Empire Strikes Back
no,
to elicit you to go, okay, he's a badass.
this is a badass. Oh, the only thing you understood
And he
from
went
it,
out like a chump
He
in
did.
Return of the Jedi.
the only thing you got was just the only hint you got was just how scared Han was of him. That was it. That's the
Yeah.
only hint you got with Bubble. That was it.
Yeah.
Was just that like, oh, not that
he
guy.
had a reputation.
yes,
Darth Vader, no disintegration.
Yeah, yeah.
Han Solo scared of him.
right.
So it's
But you never saw it.
you never saw it.
And then, quite
And Jango
frankly,
Fett really never did
no,
much
he just had a
in
kind of
Attack
a-
of the Clones, where you're like, okay, this guy's. He hired another bounty hunter to do his job,
He had a stalemate against Obi-Wan
Right.
on the commute. That was a bad.
and
he
then
had a-
Mace Windu bitched him.
fucked
hard.
him up easy. I mean, Beskar didn't even help him then. He got
So-
the sweet spot. Mace Windu did.
Yeah.
So that was So this really was like holy fucking shit. And Robert, oh man, that was just through the roof. My excitement for that character, which I never gave a shit about really
No,
until now. I'm
I
like,
didn't either.
okay, I never. Does he have
didn't
to
hate
come
him, but
back?
I was just like, I
right.
don't-
I didn't hate him, but I was like, everyone's like, he didn't really die in Return of the Jedi. He was I'm like, who gives a fuck? That's all I thought. I don't give a fuck. And now I'm like,
Now I'm
okay,
fuck- I'm
now
in.
now I give a shit.
I'm into
I'm
Boba.
all in. I'm all in with Boba Fett now. Fucking.
But now
hell.
it looks like he's going to be a big part of these final 2
It
episodes.
looks like a massive. That's what's really cool
they're
about
getting
this.
the team together.
They are getting it. It's going to be a little A-team here mission that I'm excited. That's going to be fucking killer. And then something that we can spoiler free this a little. But we could do this. Cody, would you be pissed if you were so? Hasbro has a thing called HasLab,
Right.
where they take a project. And it's usually a very expensive toy, and they don't make it unless it's fully funded, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have to get 1,000 people
It's
to
usually
buy.
like 5,000 pre-orders.
Yeah, they have to get 5,000 pre-orders on like a $400, 3.5 foot tall Sentinel from the X-Men, right?
And if
they
it
get
doesn't fund, everybody gets their money back.
and if it does fund, then only the people who ordered it get it.
Mm-hmm.
So they did one for a spaceship that is seen in this show.
And literally,
$380.
It's about it's like after taxes, it's $380. Well, like with the Sentinel on
Yeah.
the Marvels, it took a while to hit all the levels.
Yeah, it took a while. This one
took a
hit
while.
instantly.
This particular spaceship of note in the Mandalorian series, they did a HasLab for it. They built
Yep.
it has a humongous, like enormous, giant
Massive.
It's to scale for the 3 1/4-inch figures.
Yep.
It's to scale. It's a
so
huge ship.
Cody, if let's say you had a bunch of 3 3/4 inch, they could all fit in this fucking thing.
It's to scale.
That's how big it is.
And there's different tiers. So with
Yeah.
funds, they just make it. They
Yeah.
hit another tier. They get another 1,000 people into it. They add another like cool thing to it, a paint job. Another one, you get these all it until you fully fund it, and it has like all these extra bells and whistles on it. This thing funded in like a week and a half.
A week and a half, and it
Fully
was
funded. Where the Sentinel took like 2 months.
too much. This is what, $380 a pop? You're
Yes.
looking at after tax.
And they
$380
ended
a
up
pop.
having something like 10,000 or 12,000 backers for this fucking thing.
Yep. Before what? We're maybe 15 minutes in to this episode, and that thing is disintegrated.
Obliterated.
There's nothing left, and you see it. That was my first thought, because again, I was no emotional attachment to it. Right?
No.
I was just my first thought was those fucking
The
people
HasLab
who
guys.
bought that shit. How pissed are they right now?
And I reached out to our guy, our Toy Ted guy,
Yeah.
Mike Bolster. Check out his
Yep.
eBay shop if you ever get a chance, if you like action figures. And I was like, he kind of deals with like the people that get the supplies from the toy guys. And I was like, do you think Hasbro knew this was going to happen? He's like, yeah, no. Disney is like keeps everything close to the vest. They don't let any secrets out to even the toy companies. That's why the toy companies are always lagging behind when things
Yep,
happen.
right.
He's like, so the HasLab guys are probably watching Friday morning. Watching
What
their
the fuck
HasLab
just
project
happened?
just get
I
disintegrated.
wonder how many people called and said, "I want my money back." I'm not buying this shit.
That's-
Like,
that was nuts.
I'd be half tempted.
like when the laser bolt hit it.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, it's just going to be broken up again.
Right,
like it's
right,
getting,
right,
like
right,
every
right.
single fucking episode of
Right.
the show, it gets destroyed.
but then it was. When you're like,
but then they do like an extra explosion in it where it just basically
it's
incinerates.
gone.
And you're like, yeah, that's not coming back.
That's-
Don't you think it could be something special that people like, though? Because now it's like you're never going to see it again. It's gonna be
No.
No, I don't think so. I think
they could. I think maybe if they destroyed it next season.
right.
Give it like a year.
Give it a year.
Because the way the HasLab thing works is they build it now. It's not going to be ready in production for
Until
another
next year.
It won't come out until the fall.
So then you get something in September that nobody gives a fuck
That
about
hasn't been
anymore.
around for over a year. That no one gives a fuck about anymore because Mando's probably on his new ship by now.
It's like if HasLab did a Coach Jerry Sandusky figure like a month before.
A 12-inch
A
Sandusky.
12-inch Sandusky.
And then every tier is like you get the shower room.
You get this in there, but they don't know. There's like he likes the showers. Okay, we'll give a shower room. He likes to have little kids tour the shower. Okay, fuck it, we'll
Next
have little
tier.
kids. That'll be
It's fully funded. We get the whole shower and,
and then the
kids.
news breaks. Oh wait, what the fuck?
And they just have to silently build 2,000 of them.
Yeah. And then would you want? Oh, thank you, Andrea. Andrea is
look at that.
repairing our dais. Thank
There
you.
Thank you.
Figures.
Thank
you, hon.
It's Captain Marvel.
She just took it from
Looks good. Very good.
real quick.
Should
So
we,
it was.
Should we email HasLab, tell them to get on the same desk?
I wonder, but it was so like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, for HasLab, I couldn't imagine. But again, they never know because remember how built up Captain Phasma was before the movie came out. Captain Phasma, that was the hardest figure to find. Remember that?
Yep.
The Captain, everyone's like, oh, Captain Phasma's the one everybody wants, and they didn't.
But they gave Captain Phasma the Boba Fett treatment of the original.
right. She was just not a big deal.
Yeah.
But everybody thought she was going to be like the badass of the show and of
Nor
the
did they
films.
try to correct it at any point.
No,
which
they
was
never.
weird.
That's right. They were just like,
they doubled down on it in Last Jedi.
yeah. Last year, like, nah, she sucks.
No, we brought her back and we're gonna kill her
We're
again.
gonna kill her right off. It was fucking bonkers. Like, yeah. So yeah, that was. You're right. They did nothing to try to rectify that.
But yeah, I just feel bad for the people that bought that thing.
By the way, we have a sponsor. Do you know that?
Oh, we do.
Yeah, hempvita.com.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, you've heard. Well, you know, you can't tell you more about them
Please do.
if you'd like.
Give me all the
They
details.
do CBD stuff.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I've been
And-
looking to get into CBD.
Well,
stuff.
here's your chance, buddy, because they have the CBD products, all of them too. The tinctures, the gummies, the vape juice, the vape pods, the pet products, the lotions,
Right?
They use that CBD oil that you and I like to rub on each other, the broad kind, baby.
Oh, the
broad
narrowly
spectrum.
challenged?
Narrowly challenged CBD. 0 THC. Guess what else, too? Cody,
Yeah.
you can drive across state with it, pal. Legal. And
Right.
it won't get you high.
Right.
How about that? Huh?
That can't be.
It can. It can.
How much
be.
percent THC is in there?
Okay, what do you think?
You
For,
won't e-
let's say the
it's-
combustibles,
You
the
won't
flowers
even
and the
need Ricky
pre-rolls.
Schroeder to bail you
You won't
out.
even need Ricky Schroeder to So
Flowers and combustibles have to have at least 5% THC.
less than 0.3, my friend.
You
Bam.
believe it?
What?
How about that?
Exactly.
And I guess Andrea took a break to go fix the dais because here's Hacksaw
Oh, she
Jim
did
Duggan.
conveniently leave right
She
about
did
this time.
right about now. Hemp Vita will only use industrial hemp-grown ware, Hacksaw.
USA! USA!
It's organic with no
Oh!
GMO. Why does he have a
Tough guy.
Santa bag filled with dildos?
With sex toys.
Sex toys. All of Hemp Vita's products meet the 2018 Farm Bill, which was signed into law December 2018.
How many could they be using?
I don't know. Effectively legalizing hemp at the federal level. I just don't want the cats in on this. By removing it from the federal list of controlled substance and classifying it as agricultural commodity. That's it.
Right?
You're in.
I'm in,
There's
man.
nothing else we need.
Check out. Press check out.
You see what Cody has up on the screen right now? You go to hempvita.com. You type in the keyword Ramble. 15% off. RAMBLE.
the F out.
Oh! Why aren't you doing it? Get on down there.
And if you order it, they're not going to blow it up before it gets too
They
big.
will. They won't obliterate it.
They won't obliterate their CBD products
Can we?
before you get them.
Can we have some breaking news?
What happened?
Rudy Giuliani got the Rona.
Oh, that's too bad. How'd he get it? He seems so safe.
You hate to see it.
You hate to
truly
see
hate
it.
to see
He
it.
Now-
seems so safe.
I feel bad for all those people he was farting in front of because doesn't it pass through farts? Didn't they say?
Ooh.
Does it?
We'll find out.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
tweeting that right now.
He fucking carpet bombed quite a few
He
fake
did
hearings.
right. Because can it be passed through flatulence?
I don't know. I don't know. But we'll find out. It's shocking though. It's you almost feel bad for him, but you don't.
Right. Man, so there we go. Cody, do you have any confirmation, or was that tweet bullshit?
No, it's true. I was just checking it to confirm.
Well,
and
we
it is
always
true.
fact check here on the
We do fact check
Yeah.
on them. We're not like Sean Hannity, who
No.
just why I don't vet anything.
We don't vet anything. You
You
notice his face is getting as orange as Trump's.
it really is.
He's getting the same makeup.
Are
He's
they
like, that
fucking?
looks good.
Are they fucking?
They maybe they're
Are they
fucking.
fucking? And then when Trump he comes on him and like in his face, like, come on face, please, come on face. And when he does,
He must have gone. That looks really good. Can I?
right.
What guy?
Well,
are
that
you?
looks fucking great.
Whose guy are you?
Who's your guy?
using? Like, can I have that guy?
I want that guy.
That's got to be it.
That has to be. Has to be.
Because he's getting oranger and oranger.
Oh man. So what else now? What else do we need to know? If America's mayor has it, can we all please take it seriously now?
Yeah.
I'm afraid the only way it gets taken seriously is if he goes the way of fucking what's his face, the 999 guy,
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain.
Even then, they probably won't take it
They
seriously.
won't care.
They don't give a fuck.
They're not going to care.
They'll move on to the next person.
It's just.
Well, this is the biggest. Well, I guess this is teasing a future radio, but this is the biggest news of Rudy Giuliani and the Ramble. Or the second biggest news this week after he has been maybe.
Oh, that's right, because we do have an upcoming Ramble Radio where we talk about has anyone fallen harder than him?
And
Teasing.
yeah, and even Cody brings up a good point. Is he the Pete Rose of the stall of fame?
Yeah.
That's right. Man, who knew this was going to be Giuliani month?
Is he the Pete Rose
Of
of
the
the
stall.
L. Ron Hubbard?
Just can't get
Prairie
in.
Dump,
Doesn't
stall
matter.
of fame.
He's
Got the numbers.
got the numbers,
got the
but he
numbers.
fell so far. He's not getting in. He is not getting. He fell so far. He is not. Wait a minute. Are the Jets really about to beat the Raiders? Can I get confirmation on this tweet, Cody? Because I just saw someone said, "For the love of God, will you please not let the Jets win this game?"
They were up last time I looked, but I'll check again.
Wow. Is that it for Gruden? How is that? I mean,
It's 28-24 Jets
holy
with 2 minutes
shit!
left.
Wow.
So Gruden goes from beating the Chiefs. You think he did it? He beat the Chiefs, and now he's losing to the. Is that a?
That's
You
just-
give the Chiefs their one loss so far this year, and then you give the Jets their one win so far this year. If that holds,
that shows what happens when your team rides and lives and dies with Carr as a quarterback.
Wow, you did really?
Because he either shows up
to Derek Carr today. Wow,
I'm doing this to Carr.
Wow,
I'm giving.
Wow,
I'm seeing the bus and he's going under it.
Wow,
This is what happens.
Wow. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just can't believe we're doing
Derek
this.
Carr's not the problem today.
No, but he's that guy where it's like, okay, we need you to come out and play this way this game, and then he shits the bed, and the next game he beats the Chiefs.
Wait a minute, I'm just putting this together. Is he Eric Carr's kid brother?
Derek Carr?
He's David Carr.
David Carr.
Yes.
Yeah, David.
Eric
he is.
Carr. There may be an Eric Carr, but they didn't
Derek.
play
I
football,
mixed
though we
him.
don't
I
know
mixed
about.
him. Eric. So he's David Carr's kid brother,
Yeah.
right?
By a
Houston,
lot.
Right. I was wondering because that's why I didn't understand.
David Carr played in like 2000.
The 70s. He was in the 70s. He was Houston's quarterback. I remember.
He backed up Jim Plunkett.
He backed up Jim Plunkett. David Carr was supposed to be. Was he the Texans' first quarterback?
Yeah.
First overall pick.
First overall pick. That's right.
And they had no
Number
offensive
one.
line. He got sacked 733 times in that season.
So the Carrs are like, okay, he's 14. Let's have another one.
Yeah.
Is that kind of how it went?
I think he was a
Unplanned.
yes.
We're gonna figure this out.
David Carr
there's no way you can get pregnant at this age, right?
Right, we can't. We'll be fine, hon.
David Carr is 41 and Derek Carr is 29.
Wow.
That's not 12 years,
No,
right?
12. Still though.
Still.
That's like in 2 years you give Colton a sibling.
Fuck that shit.
I mean, so it's
Hell
a
no.
weird.
Hell no.
Oh man. Wow. Rudy Giuliani
Got the
positive
Rona.
for the Rona.
So is he still going to go around the country
I hope.
doing fake hearings?
With the fake, if he gives all the people at the fake hearings,
Well, he
corona-
probably has.
he farted on half of them. I mean, Jesus.
He fucking blasted that Jenna Ellis chick. Right
Jenna
there.
Ellis.
She caught. He was basically hotboxing her the whole time.
And the fucking drunk chick. Here's the thing. Yeah, look at what I thought. I saw fraud. You know what I mean?
Even Rudy was like, "Hey, shut up."
She reminded me of every chick on the road when I was a young single man. I thought, wait a minute, I have a chance. And then they start, and you're like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
good.
just going to
I
go
don't
back
need
to my hotel
any of
room.
this.
I don't need this. I'm good. I'm all right. I'll be good. This will be fine. Man, that is. Oh, we have some emails to read before we
read those emails. Then.
Yeah, if that's okay. Cody, York, do you mind if we read emails? I got to.
No, let's do it.
All right. I just want to make sure.
Unless there's one from Joe Santos in
It's
which
all
you can
Joe
throw that shit in the
Santos.
trash.
It's all.
Actually, it's a manifesto.
It's a Joe Santos manifesto. Dustin Jacobs says, I heard the show about our James Bond list. Unfortunately, I do not have Twitter. Thanks for the thought.
That's not true. Dustin Jacobs is now on Twitter.
He is. People of attorney, if you're receiving this email, I respect you. Perhaps even I love you. Then again, love is too strong. Let's stick with respect. Horror peeps wouldn't shut the fuck up about this film called Possessor. So consider this chainmail. I saw it last night. Pretty original, pretty gory, pretty interesting, horrific if technology brings us to this. Don't put it past Elon Musk. He wants to replace faulty body parts with machine parts, and he thinks humans will eventually blend in with machines or be replaced by them. Now, some of you probably think I'm being paranoid, and perhaps I am. However, Musk said this on one of Rogan's podcasts that's millions of listeners and supporters. Fun times.
It's true, bro.
Possessors now. Fucking crazy,
It's
bro.
fucking crazy, bro.
Bro, like, if I fucking cut off my finger, like, why wouldn't I want a fucking robot
Why
finger?
can't I
bro?
have a robot finger?
Like, what the fuck?
It's crazy, bro.
What the fuck? Possessors now streaming. Keep in mind, this has been called very disturbing as well as potentially traumatic. It's directed by Brandon Cronenberg, son of David, who made such films as Videodrome, Scanners, and Crash. Not the Oscar-winning Crash, the Crash about the car wreck sex fetish folks, starring the mom from Pixar's The Incredibles. That's right. Cody, have you heard about Possessor?
Yeah, I told you about it.
Is that the one you said was good? I forgot.
It's all right. It's okay. It's
No
super
big deal.
weird.
Right. No
Yeah.
biggie.
But
No
it
biggie.
is it's very Cronenberg-y for sure.
Okay, best Cronenberg movie, go.
Hmm.
Fuck, I love them all. I love so many of his. You know what I thought was so underrated, Cody, was the one with, fuck, I'm forgetting the name, but it had Julianne Moore, John Cusack, and Robert Pattinson. Fuck. That was Maps to the Stars.
I didn't see that
That
one.
was it. Have you seen that one?
No, but what I like is A History of Violence. That's my favorite.
Oh, History of Violence is so good. And
That's a good one.
He did 2 in a row with Vigo, didn't he? It was
Vigo?
Vigo.
What, didn't he do Eastern Promises?
Yes, that
him?
was good too. Eastern
Yeah.
Promises. Oh my God, Eastern Promises. Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that one.
It has one of
I
the
haven't
most.
seen a lot of Cronenberg films.
Eastern Promises is one of the most intense knife fights ever in the bathroom. You know what I'm talking about, Cody?
he's
in the
naked,
fucking
right?
steam-
Yeah.
And naked. You're like, oh, it's. I mean, what else do you have to put the guy up against? 2 guys come to kill him while he's naked in a bathhouse. Or like in a steam room. That's bathhouse. In a steam. It is like, it is so intense. It's one of the best knife. It's like, holy shit. It's fucking unreal. Cronenberg is so fucking good. And you know what I thought he was really underrated as, too, was the villain in Nightbreed. Remember that one? Nightbreed? That's a great flick. Danny Elfman did the soundtrack. It's basically a horror film starring the X-Men. Like, it's about this. It's based on a Clive Barker book. It's about this dude, and there's like a whole group of like these superpowered mutants. That
that's the one we saw, right?
Have we seen that one?
Is that the one where?
No. That's a newer film. What was that one, Cody, with Bruce Stern, Mutants or something like that? What was it called? It was a recent film.
Freaks.
That's a good one. That was really good.
That's
this Nightbreed was like in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Late 80s, early 90s. It's so fucking good. And Cronenberg plays a villain in that, and he's fucking amazing in that. He's so creepy. Man, have you seen Nightbreed, Cody?
Mm-mm.
We might have the GWH stuff. Fuck out of that.
I haven't seen that.
Whoa, double dose. A double dose of GWH and then mayhaps. But yeah, that was good shit. So Cody has seen, I forgot about that, Possessor. All right, and then we go, Happy Holidays from Dustin. Happy Holidays, Dustin. Graham and Faye, bonus 007 follow-up. Jerry, you're clearly quite the James Bond fan, but did you know that 007 was based on a Winnipegger, a man called Intrepid, eh? Here's a great little news piece from a few years ago. I forget the exact milestone, 75th anniversary, but I'm certain you'll find this quite interesting. Look at that.
Wow.
Sir William S. Stevenson. Who knew? And here are the many other associated stories which are slowly making the light of day now that some military records are released, such as the real reason behind one of the most important missions of World War II, which is a Canadian raid on Dieppe, which is in reality to secure the Germans' Enigma machine, quite possibly one of the most important moments in World War II that nobody really knows about. Of the 944 Allied losses from the Dieppe raid, 707 are Canadians, and it's a good bet none of them knew what the entire action was really about. True to his talents, although Ian Fleming is featured prominently in the article, but the guy behind it, Intrepid, is nowhere to be read about. History is fully fascinating, and in reality, it's a small, small world. And a merry ho-ho-ho to the Ramblers from the Great White North, Graham and Faye, Winnipeg. Hey, thank you, Dustin and Graham and Faye, for those emails.
Yeah.
That was very kind.
Thanks for the history lesson.
And some history. Who knew we get a history lesson and a movie history lesson in one?
And Giuliani with COVID.
And Giuliani with COVID farting away. Just giving
everybody
hot. What'd you say? Hot boxing.
Dutch ovening. It's a spectacle, man. It's a fucking spectacle.
It is. It's fucking. Has he dropped it by now?
70
When this airs
morons.
on Wednesday, has he dropped it by now, or is he still going to keep? It's probably going to be December 14th when he finally.
I don't think
he's going to shut the fuck up.
He's not going to shut the fuck up until the 20th when he announces his
candidacy
run
in
for 2024.
And
then we're going to have fucking rallies for 4 fucking years.
I still stand by my prediction that on the 20th he gets his own inauguration, where the My Pillow guy, the My Pillow guy swears him in over.
On a pillow.
No, a copy of Mein Kampf that Diamond and Pearl translated. Like the Diamond and Silk. Diamond and Silk's. That's right. Diamond and Silk's translated version of Mein Kampf.
It's a fucking clown show over there.
It's pretty bad.
It's a fucking
pretty
clown show.
fucking bad.
And people take that clown show seriously.
I don't like at this point. I wouldn't.
How frightening would it be?
Oh God, here comes Ramble Corporate. Speaking of clown shows,
how frightening would it be if that side had those intentions but were truly competent people?
We'd all be in internment camps for joking about them.
Truly fucking. It's only because it's a clown show that we're gonna survive it.
Just because it's dumb.
Speaking of clown show, the Jets have won the game.
What? Trevor Lawrence to the Cowboys! Trevor Lawrence to the Cowboys! Anyway,
I don't think the Jets are winning 3 more games.
Watch them. How funny would that be? Dude, does Gruden just hang himself with it? I don't know why he lost it. He just hangs himself in the fucking locker. There's a
X2Y banana.
Wow, the Jets are no longer unwinning.
Oh,
they have put one in the
I didn't
W
think they'd win a game.
Darkest moment in Raiders history?
How could it not be?
I mean, this has to be, right? This has
How
to
could
be.
it not be?
Because their Raiders are still technically in the playoff hunt,
They're in the
right?
playoff hunt.
Are they now? Probably not, right? AFC is insane. With the Steelers.
You're getting a third wild card team
that's
this
right.
season.
That's
so there's
right.
an extra wild card per conference, but still, they were in the hunt for a playoff spot. And then to drop a game in week 13 to the Jets.
Wow.
The winless Jets?
The winless, not no more.
Wow.
Look at that. Wow. Well, there we go. Is that do we say goodbye on that note? The Jets have won, and here we
go.
Here we go.
Better than that. Or
How could
worse
it get
than
better
that?
than this? Thank you all for tuning in. Please subscribe to the Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. I don't know why those positive text reviews matter, but
they do.
They do matter.
And
Do
we
you want
love
to
them.
see if we jumped over 117?
Could you?
Want to just check real
This
quick?
is usually business we take care of up top.
Up top, but it's a different era right
That is an
now.
upside
This is
down.
we're recording it at a different time.
What?
117 still.
Nothing.
We're deadlocked.
Do you want to say that word again you said at the top that we could isolate? F the
Maybe.
Ramblers? Is
No,
that
I
what
can't do that.
You don't want to say
I can't
that?
do that? Wait, is this new?
Oh, I don't
This
know.
is new.
We have a new one!
We have a new one from JoJo. Well, why can't I open it?
JoJo the Fist? Didn't we read JoJo
Cody,
the
have we
Fist
read
before?
JoJo the
I
Fifth?
think we
No, this
have.
is Wednesday.
Oh, then we
I
have
don't
not.
think so.
Has
All
JoJo
right.
left us another one?
He said if RoboCop turned into a podcast,
Then
and then it cuts off,
and then ellipses.
and it doesn't let me read it. But I love it. If RoboCop turned into a podcast, awesome.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, he just says, I think it's a joke. Oh
Then
no, maybe.
Then the
It doesn't let us read the whole title, but he just said, but JoJo the Fist is
it
awesome.
would say more down here.
Yeah.
If RoboCop turned into a podcast, and then he ended it.
And then he ended it. He just said, I'm done.
Because that JoJo the Fist would only do it that way.
That's the way JoJo the Fist handles life. And that's why we love JoJo the Fist. That's why Cody, I know he has a lot of tattoos.
Right.
But he also has you just got a JoJo the Fist tattoo because you read this before we did, right?
On your thigh,
Yeah.
right?
On his thigh.
Your thigh. Your left thigh.
Wait, what was the entire timeline that Cody had?
Power Rangers.
Power.
The story of the Power.
We're gonna find that out very soon. We can't tease that. That's upcoming. That's upcoming. That's right. That's coming up. We're gonna find that out very soon.
Yeah. His
Man.
love for the Power Rangers
Love for the Power Rangers.
transcends normalcy.
All kinds of normalcy. Well, there we go. This has been the Ramble number 262.
We did it, guys.
Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week for 263. Isn't that
Wow.
great?
And then 264?
264 is a very special
That's
one.
the special one. That's the one you gather the whole family
You get the
around.
whole family around for 264. But
Maybe do a watch along with people across the country.
I hope.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, you the Rambler. If you're lucky, maybe. Okay, here's
Oh,
Ramble
Jesus.
Corporate checking our P's and
We're
Q's.
fine,
right
guys.
here.
We're fine.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We love you guys. Stay safe. You know where to find us all.
Just water.
And remember, last beep of the song, and it's We Love You. So here we go. We're going to just go ahead and is it going to play at all?
Is it playing? There it is.
Oh, there we go. How about that, huh? Look at this. So what's the bigger story, Giuliani with Corona or the Jets beat the
winning.
Raiders?
Fuck.
Cody,
Well,
if you're editor of a newspaper, what's your
Okay, I feel like if I see Giuliani gets COVID, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, that's it.
But this,
yeah,
this
Jets
is-
winning is completely unexpected.
yeah,
Giuliani was just like, well, that was going to happen. at
You
some
knew it was
point.
going to happen. Wow. Well, there we go.
Oh.
We did it. Man,
Complete shit show.
complete shit show. We're stuck with it for a smidge longer. All right, last beep, and we love you. Don't ever forget that we love you. And Eddie said, fuck the Ramblers.
I did not. Jerry said it at the beginning.
Eddie said it
Jerry
always.
said it at the beginning.
It's Eddie
You
said
can
it.
rewind.